Tell them a little bit about what you do and what inspired you to do this work.
So I do mostly catastrophic personal injury cases. And initially what inspired me to do this work is I hated paying for insurance companies. And when I had a couple of car wrecks as a younger person, they weren't really nice to me. And I'm paying them every month, but when it's time for them to do their portion of the job, it wasn't working the same way. You think they tell you when they taking your money that you in good hands and they like a good neighbor.
They do.
They lie through their teeth. And so I hated that. And I realized that it wasn't just me that they were doing it to. They do it as a business practice. And so I felt the need to take that fight back to them, because I'm never going to have the money that they have to put in their advertising campaigns. But I'm going to make them know that if they're coming for one of my clients, it's going to be a fight and it's going to hurt. And so I feel like I tell my office staff all the time, we're gonna save the world one case at a time. And today it's this case, and tomorrow it may be another case. But we're gonna do justice. And if you're not willing to do justice, you can't be hanging out here or where you're sitting or anywhere else. So be prepared, because you are taking on the weight of the world when you graduate and you pass the bar, because the world can be a tough place, but you gotta make sure it's a fair place, and that's what your job's gonna be.
Awesome. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt, but Kevin.
Be yourself. The 2-minute version of that is be yourself. I'll tell you this, and I don't mean to point Taurus Butterfield out, but when did you leave the PD's office?
04.
So Taurus Butterfield left the PD's office in 04. Sam had introduced me to Taurus. Taurus was going to rent an office in my office space, and Sam told me he was a great lawyer. Taurus moves in one weekend. I go into the office that Sunday afternoon. His stuff is all over the place. He's not going to be there next week. He's like, I'm putting my stuff in. I got to go try this case. I'm like, I'm going to go watch this. They can't. I will never forget the greatest trial lawyer experience I have faced in my 22, 23 years of doing this. Was watching Taurus Butterfield